Hi everyone, how's life and welcome to Disneyland Paris. I'm so excited to be back here. It's been a while since I was last here and it's a beautiful day as well. It's currently about 24 degrees Celsius, perfect weather, and we have a few new things to look forward to actually in the parks. I'm looking forward to checking out the new merchandise as well as Le Pays de Contes de Fées, which is a storybook right here in Disneyland Paris Park. That has recently reopened with a couple of new scenes, so we have some things to look forward to. Also, I really want to watch Million Splashes of Color because I'm filming this in September. Today is the 4th of September, maybe the 5th of September. It's the beginning of September 2024, but this show, this beloved show, is going to be ending at the end of September 2024. So we have a lot to look forward to. Let's go in the park. And there you go. Bonjour. We are officially in the park and the train is just going past as well. The beautiful Main Street station. And fun fact, and some of you probably already know this, but that sign over there that currently says Disneyland Paris, once upon a time it used to say Main Street USA, and I kind of miss that because obviously this is the entrance to Main Street, but I guess Disneyland Paris makes more sense. I also love all these summery colors for the flowers around the station. Next time I'll be back will be for the Halloween season, so I'm guessing, as always, they're going to be decking out the Main Street station with some Halloween decorations and also some probably orange flowers around it. But I love this walk towards the castle. You can see the beautiful castle all the way in the back, and look at this, the beautiful town square here in Disneyland Paris. Beautiful day, like I said. Doesn't look to be too busy either. It's midweek today. It's a Wednesday that I'm filming this. The castle's looking gorgeous there. The clouds are quite few and far between. It's mainly blue skies, lovely flowers, and just an amazing atmosphere. I think whenever the weather's nice, automatically it makes people feel a bit better, right? And I'm somebody who generally prefers slightly cooler weather. I mean, 24 degrees, don't get me wrong, is lovely, especially for September time. But generally my ideal temperature would be somewhere between 17 and 18 degrees Celsius. I'd love to hear your thoughts though. What's your perfect temperature for a Disney day? Look at Panorama Magic in the back as well. Ooh. I'm not sure if you heard that announcement, but Million Splashes of Color should be starting momentarily in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to try and catch this one, the start of it, because it's going to start from the top of Main Street and go towards the castle. And then hopefully later, the next one we can watch by Central Plaza. Right in front of the castle, we'll have the stage where they dance, where the actual show happens. Well, that was quite magical, being able to catch this amazing show as soon as we entered the park, but I need to get some food because I'm a little bit hungry, and more than anything, I want to go to Victoria's and get myself, basically try the new cold brew coffee they've got going on there. Hopefully it'll be open. So there you go, this is Victoria's. Victoria's Homestyle Restaurant is its official name, and they still, it looks like, I'm not sure if they still have it, but it was World Princess Week last week. I don't know if they'll still have these available. They had a couple of new snacks for the princess celebrations. But like I said, look at the milkshakes as well. This looks really cute. Yeah, what I really want is the cold brew that apparently was released here a couple of months ago for the first time. There you go. Original cold brew coffee, €7. I'm excited to try it. And it does look open, which is great, yeah. There you go. Nice change from last time we tried to come here and it was closed. There you go. This is the inside of Victoria's, and they've got a couple of different dining rooms and they're all very nice in their own ways. You can see there's one actually to my right over here. It's meant to be Victorian style, so a lot of Victorian-esque, I guess, decor everywhere. But that over there is what I'm interested in. It looks so refreshing right now, that cold brew coffee. And that was probably the quickest I've ever been sat here at Victoria's. Normally there is a bit of a wait, and today it took about 5 minutes. And I've got a really wonderful spot here. I can see the top of the castle through the window, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy coming to Victoria so often. It can be a nice change from the hustle and bustle of Main Street USA, and if you're lucky enough to have a table/seat right by the window, like I do today, it's even better because it almost feels like you're on Main Street except away from it. But having said that, I do have the menu here with me, and the menu at Victoria's does change. So depending on what time of year you come, like in the winter, they tend to have a lot of customized hot chocolates, Golf, Mickey waffles, things like that. In the hotter months, like right now, September is 25 degrees Celsius, they have milkshakes, really fun milkshakes. And look at that one, milkshake, best shake ever. Again, I think it's meant to be Rapunzel, obviously, for the Princess Week that happened last week. But as cool as the milkshakes are, like I said, I'm here for the original cold brew priced at €7. It's milk, coffee flavoured cold brew, concentrated and cane syrup. So yeah, that's what I'm going to get today. I'm looking forward to it. So my cold brew coffee has arrived. It's a pretty decent size, I would say, for €7. The main reason I wanted to try this, and I'm hoping it's going to be good, is that Disneyland Paris lacks cold coffee options, if that makes sense. Obviously there's a Starbucks in Disney Village, so if you want that, you can always go to Starbucks. They will always have cold coffee available for you, cold lattes, etc. But in the parks, generally it's either milkshakes or hot coffee. And if you want coffee that's cold, it's just not very easy to get it. So this, as far as I know anyway, in the past 10 years or so, is one of the first times they have something like this inside the parks, which is exciting because when the weather's hot and you just want coffee but you don't want a warm coffee, this will do the trick, hopefully. This is phenomenal. This is so good. The thing is, the coffee that they do here in Disneyland Paris is amazing. I prefer the taste of the coffee here to what people love in Disney World in California. Joffrey's is fine. Don't get me wrong, I don't not like Joffrey's, but I do think coffee here tastes better. It's a bit stronger, maybe. I don't know, it just tastes better here. And so this is phenomenal. I can see myself coming here many more times in the future just to get this. I just hope, and I know that they will obviously stop selling this when it gets colder, but I hope they bring it back in the hotter months because it's definitely a hit with me. Well, just like that, I am out of Victoria's. I really enjoyed that cold brew. I could easily have another one right now. Instead, I think I'm going to slowly but surely make my way towards the castle, Central Plaza, where Million Splashes of Colour performs. The main show elements of it happen there. And again, you can see the top of the castle from here. Very, very cute. But yeah, another thing I like about Victoria's is that I feel like it's very French, it's very European. So in the US parks, quick service, grab and go is very common. And don't get me wrong, there are quick service or counter service restaurants here in Paris as well. I've done videos of all of them, so you can check those out if you're interested. But they don't really have the culture of like just grabbing a drink and walking with it as much as they do in the US. So having that sit down element, I mean, cafes and cafe culture is very big in not only France, in Austria, in a lot of the countries here in Europe. So I like that they've kind of put that into the park too with Victoria's restaurant. Ah, look at the beautiful castle over there. And the smell of popcorn, very strong right now. But this is Central Plaza. This is the area that's called Central Plaza. A lot of people like to refer to it as the hub. I prefer to just go by the real name, which is Central Plaza. And you can see people have already taken their spots for A Million Splashes of Colour starting in the next 15 minutes or so. So these are the 4 stages where you can catch the show. And even though A Million Splashes of Colour will be closing or finishing at the end of September, basically almost any show that you watch here on Main Street USA in Disneyland Paris will have some kind of dance element in Central Plaza in front of the castle. So hopefully the information will be useful no matter what show you decide to watch. But the cool thing is that you don't necessarily have to be standing right next to those stages, if you will. You can if you really want to. And the people that are waiting here, they want to catch the floats come through from Main Street rather than the actual stages. I guess they can still see the stage too. What I like about the shows in Central Plaza though is that you really don't need to have a spot, if that makes sense. As long as you're here in Central Plaza, there's so much going on around you. There's 4 stages, as I said, so there's just a lot to look at. You don't have to be bound to just one spot. You can, like I said, some people choose to, and that's fine. But I like the fact that you can walk around and see a little bit of everything, if you know what I mean. You're not going to have the best view of everything, but you're going to get a little bit of everything instead of a really good view of just one thing. Does that make sense? I think the announcement's coming. There you go, chers amis.
Be ready to tell a million stories because the future is starting right now. What's there? Your colors are so shiny.
Allez, tous ensemble. En inventant des histoires.
It's a million splash of color.
On devrait faire ça tous les jours, vous ne pensez pas? C'est génial! De l'amour, de la musique.
Look at all the splashes of color.
I love this show. And I love this song.
Tu veux danser? Super! Alors on va! Peut-être le vœu de quelqu'un?
Ah, having you around makes everything more fun.
Okay, the show has just finished, Million Splashes of Color. You might still be able to hear the music as it's going down Main Street again. It's such a good show and controversial, but I think I might prefer this to Dream and Shine Brighter, which I know a lot of people absolutely loved, me included. That was the 30th anniversary show that debuted in 2022 and lasted until 2023, and then we have this now, 2024 Million Splashes of Color. I think I prefer the characters for this one. I prefer the song as well. Again, I know it's probably controversial because a lot of people love Dream and Shine Brighter and said nothing is ever going to be able to replace it. But I think we don't need to replace them, we just need more shows, new shows, and this is a new show that's exciting. Great song, great characters. I love the fact that Mirabel's in it, Arsha, I mean Joy's there still. I love it, I love it. Anyway, I am gonna walk through the castle now and make my way to Fantasyland because Le Pays de Contes de Fées, which is a storybook right here, has recently had a change of a couple of their scenes and I'm really looking forward to checking them out. And I love this view of Fantasyland. I do think that we have the most beautiful Fantasyland here in Disneyland Paris. It's just so magical. You can see people are trying to pull the sword from the stone over there. And I'm having a look at my app, the Disneyland Paris official app, which I would highly recommend you downloading. Currently, it looks like it's only a 10-minute wait for Le Pays de Contes de Fées, but it also looks like Casey Jr., which is also an attraction that I was hoping to go on today, is currently down. It says reopen soon. That doesn't mean that it's down like the entire day. It will mean that it's just gone down for whatever reason and it might come up later. But the main ride, obviously, is the Storybook ride. In 10 minutes, hopefully, it will stay this way until we get there in a couple of minutes. And am I spotting a queue for the Sword in the Stone photo opportunity with the castle in the backdrop? I think there is a bit of a queue. That's interesting to see. I've never seen it be so popular. Maybe it's just very busy today, I'm not sure. But being here, I wanted to draw attention to this little shop over here. It's officially called La Confiserie des Trois Fers. And normally this shop is either closed or there's not a lot in there because it's quite a small shop. However, because the Boardwalk Candy Palace is currently closed, it's going under a kind of long refurbishment process actually. I think they're renovating the entirety of the inside. I'm hoping it will stay as magical and old school as it used to be. And the Boardwalk Candy Palace, if you don't know, is the main shop at the top of Main Street when you first enter. Kind of on your right, you will see it. It's the place where you would be able to get a lot of the sweet stuff, sweet snacks, you know, things like cake pops, fudges, bao 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 bao, which is, I guess, candy floss, things like that is where they used to sell over there at the Boardwalk Candy Palace. Like I said, at the moment it's closed, and I think it will be closed for at least 6 months is my estimate. There's no actual reopening date yet. So because of that, for the time being, they've moved the snacks here to Fantasyland. In this little corner here, I'm already seeing a little sign for candy floss, so I'm sure you can get them here. And I think if we go inside, which I'm going to go in a second, we'll be able to find some of the popular Boardwalk Candy Palace sweets and snacks in there. So let's go and have a look. So you can see they have some of the snacks that the Boardwalk Candy Palace used to sell here. I'm guessing maybe it's just a time of day and they would normally have more, but they've got the fudges here, as you can see, chocolate fudge over here, and yeah, a lot of your sweet things you can still find in Disneyland Paris, even though the Boardwalk Candy Palace is currently closed, including these huge popcorn bottles that are very, very popular. I mean, these are giant. They've got the Disneyland Paris logo on them. Best day ever. So yeah, fear not. If you're a big fan of the Boardwalk Candy Palace like I was, they have some really cool snacks in there, or had. Obviously, at the moment it's closed. But if you're looking to get at least some of those snacks still, whilst the renovation is happening at the Boardwalk Candy Palace, come here to Fantasyland and you should be able to get some of them. Another very popular place where you can get some iconic, cute, Instagrammable snacks, by the way, is here at the March Fair. They mainly do ice creams, and they're themed ice creams. So ever since they introduced these back in 2022, they've become very, very popular, and they're all Alice in Wonderland themed. You can see they're so cute, the Mad Hatter over there. This one's quite new actually, that way up, watch, and then the door frame too. Very nice, very, very popular. As you can see, there's quite a long queue for it right now, especially on a hot day like today. I love that we're seeing the train go past again. Perfect timing. So this location here at the end of Fantasyland is where Le Pays de Contes Faire, the Storybook ride, actually is. Not a lot of people even come to this area generally, which is why both of the rides here often tend to have slightly shorter wait times than some of the other rides in Fantasyland. But you can see the boats going past. It's actually so nice to see this attraction back open after quite a few months of closure, for them to be able to add new scenes to it. And I know the app said it's a 10-minute wait, but it does look a little bit longer. That's the queue line over there. And Casey Jr., which looks to still be closed, is right next to it. So yeah, seeing loads of cast members in front of it. I'm guessing it hasn't reopened yet, but it doesn't matter because, like I said, the main ride that has had the changes, and the best way for us to be able to see the new changes, is this one, Le Pays de Contes Faire. Oh, even this looks nice. Looks like they've repainted the signs for the attractions as well, which is very good, very nice to see. And as you can see, no height requirement for this one. You just have to be with an adult if you're a child. And that book too, oh my god, that's got new colors. Yeah, that's definitely also been repainted, so I'm looking forward to, hopefully once I join the queue, being able to see that in a little bit more detail closer up. Lord have mercy, guys. I knew it was longer than 10 minutes, and I've just seen the actual wait time, 30 minutes. I'm guessing because so many people were also on Main Street USA, Central Plaza, watching Million Splashes of Color, and then they decided to head over to Fantasyland. I also don't think Casey Jr., the other attraction here currently being closed, helps at all with the situation, because a lot of people may be coming here wanting to go on Casey Jr., which is like a very short and slow roller coaster that kind of goes through the similar scenes that Pays de Contes Faire does, but obviously because it's a bit faster, you don't get to see the scenes quite as nicely as if you go on the actual Storybook ride, which is what it's intended for. So yeah, queue looks long, half an hour. I hate waiting this long for this attraction because I know that normally it does go down. However, I'm just very excited to see the scene. So we're going to join the queue anyway. I hope it's a bit less than half an hour. Fingers crossed. With that being said though, I'm going to start the time watch and see how it goes. Everything looks beautiful though, I have to say, even just from walking past and seeing the boats. Look at that. That looks incredible. They've done an amazing job. And again, even these little details in the queue, sponsored by Vittel, of course. But yeah, they've all had a repaint, which was, I would say, well needed. So I'm glad they've done that. But whilst I'm walking to even get to the end of the queue, because this is just the queue area, but we haven't actually joined it properly yet officially, I thought I would let you know about the 3 scenes that have been added. So we've got a new Winnie the Pooh scene, which I'm excited for. We've got a new Up scene, which is a little bit controversial because Up is Pixar. It's not like your typical fairy tale and Conte de Fairy fairy tale Fantasyland. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it looks good. We'll see. And then of course Frozen, the last one, which is going to be a very popular one, I would imagine, with everyone. And we have now officially joined the queue. Let's hope it goes quicker than half an hour. We'll see.
A few minutes later.
Guys, we're about to go on. I think there's only a couple of people in front of me. It's only been 15 minutes, 33 seconds. So I'm going to stop this. I'm really happy about the situation right now. I've just been told to go to the front row. And once again, we've got the train going past. That's our third time spotting it, the Disneyland Railroad. And just like that, we're off. Guys, I still can't believe we only waited 15 minutes, 1-5, half of the amount of wait time that they had advertised. This is amazing. We're officially moving, going under this lovely cave. I'm looking forward to seeing these new scenes. It's not like a massive change, but I think especially Frozen is gonna be nice to have here. You can see Rapunzel's tower over there. That's one of the first scenes that you see. Of course, you also have Snow White over here, and if you look closely, you can see Dopey there as well. It's miniature versions of everything. Réponse Winnie l'ourson. Oh my God, we're already at the new Winnie the Pooh scene. This is cute. You can see Tigger with Pooh Bear. Of course, we've got the Ariel scene, La Petite Sirène, The Little Mermaid, one of my favorites. And okay, we are already at the new Frozen scene. I mean, so far we can see some little bits and bobs. Oh, okay. We've got Anna and Elsa here with Kristoff. That's quite cute. We've got some snow, and we've got Elsa's Ice Palace over there too. Yeah, that's basically it. The Frozen scene was actually the one that I was looking forward to the most, and it is the biggest in terms of like the setting. Obviously, loads of snow, loads of trees. But yeah, I would have preferred them to have done maybe a little bit more with it. And Elsa's castle is so far back that it's quite easy to miss, actually. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts, though. We've still got one more new scene to get to, and that's the Up scene. That's towards the end. I think that one replaced the Oz scene. That's a replacement directly of the Oz scene, which I kind of like, because they used to play... Anyway, we're now stuck, so... This is currently my view. We've been stuck for the past 3 or 4 minutes. Hopefully it will start moving again. Okay, we're moving again. That didn't take too long, to be fair. I'm excited. This cave bit is one of my favorite parts, and we're gonna see some Aladdin moments soon, such as Abu over here, stealing some gold. You can see all the little sparkling jewels in the cave too. It does look like they've renovated everything, because everything looks nice and fresh. And just like that, we are back out from the cave. It's interesting, the boat in front of us looks to be completely empty. Anyway, here we've got King Arthur, Sword in the Stone. This is a very beautiful, relaxing ride, by the way. I mean, even before the new scenes were added. And when I say new, all of them replaced older scenes. So unfortunately, they didn't add new scenes, if that makes sense. They just replaced them. So here we've got Belle. This is also one of my favorites. You can see some of the goats there. Oh, there's a little, I think, yeah. When people stand in the boats, which some people do, kids especially, cast members, bless them, they're very good at telling people to sit back down. And that's the Up scene, the last new scene that we wanted to see. It is cute. It's actually probably the nicest one of all of them, I would say. Loads of balloons, là-haut, in French it says, and you can see Carl and, oh yeah, Mr. Fredrickson obviously, and Russell. That's cute. And believe it or not, that's the end of the ride. There you go. We should be back out in a bit. So we are off the ride, and huge shout out to the cast member just then. She said she really enjoys my glasses, which I got from Tokyo Disney in case you're interested as well. I did want to quickly show you this, the big book at the entrance of the attraction, which the best way to see it is actually on your way out. And you can see that's had a repaint as well. The colors are different, it's a lot more vibrant, and they've added little characters around it, which is cool. So Winnie the Pooh, in fact, I think it's all the characters that you can see in the ride. We've got Snow White, we've got Dopey, Ariel, Rapunzel, King Arthur, Elsa, Anna, not Jasmine, Aladdin, and the Genie, and then Winnie the Pooh and Beauty and the Beast. That's really cool. That's a really nice touch. I think they've done a fantastic job, not only with the repaint, but also with adding the different characters to this. Thank you very much. Okay, we are officially off the ride, and it does look like Casey Jr., yeah, still not operating. Pays de Conte de Fairy though. What do I think of the new additions to this classic ride in Disneyland Paris? I was the most disappointed by the Frozen one, I have to be honest. I don't know, I just expected more because there's so much they could have done with that scene, I think. And I feel like they took the lazy route with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still cool seeing Elsa's castle and some scenes from Arendelle, but overall it could have been a lot more. The Winnie the Pooh scene was cute. My favorite was, ironically, it was the one that I was least excited about. It was Up. But again, I'm very, very curious to hear what you guys think, whether you've seen it yourself in person or from what I showed you right now. Which are the 3 scenes that you're most happy about? Are you sad about the scenes that they replaced them with? Because I know a lot of people really enjoyed the Peter and the Wolf scene that is no longer there. The Oz scene I quite liked, so I don't know. The good thing is that they've replaced them with stories and characters and animation that people love. So there was a family with children sat behind me, a French family, and they were the most excited about the Frozen one. And that's good, I think. I may not have been too impressed by it, but as long as children enjoy it, as long as families can still come and have something fun to look forward to here, I think they've done a good job with that. And more than anything, they've done a really fantastic job with the repaint and just refurbishing and making everything look fresh. So that was the best thing about the new things. But it's currently about 5:30 p.m. as Minnie is very beautifully showing over there. So Stars on Parade, the main daily parade here in Disneyland Paris, should be starting any minute now, which means most of the ride wait times have gone down now because a lot of people are waiting for the parade. They're going to be watching the parade, and that will take about half an hour to 45 minutes. Especially the rides in Fantasyland, I feel like are some of the best ones to do whilst the parade is on, if you're here for a few days, and if you've watched the parade already, and if you don't mind missing it on your second day or something, come to Fantasyland whilst the parade is on. It has been quite a while since I was last on the Carousel, and I really enjoy it. It's a classic ride. Every single Disney park has a carousel. In fact, a Carousel and Dumbo are the only 2 attractions that are available in every single Disney park worldwide, which I think is quite cool. Of course, with the Carousel, it is a little bit different depending on which park you go to. The theming is different, the name of the carousel is different. I think in Magic Kingdom it's King Arthur's Carousel. Here is the Carousel de Lancelot. And then in Shanghai Disneyland, for instance, they've got a full-on Fantasia themed carousel. It's very cool, that one. It's also in front of their castle, which is unique. Check out my Shanghai vlogs if you haven't already. Full playlist down below. But Dumbo is literally the same in every park, which I really like. Anyway, the sign here is saying currently a 20-minute wait for the carousel. From what I can see, it looks to be shorter than that, so I'm gonna join it. Okay, I'm not even joking. It looks like it's practically a walk-on. I'm not sure why it said 20 minutes at the front, because literally a walk-on. We're gonna be on the next ride, I would say, based on the amount of people here. So don't always trust what you see when it comes to wait times at Disneyland Paris. Always try and kind of see the situation based on what the queue line actually looks like, because this was a walk-on, but if I hadn't come to check, I would have thought it's 20 minutes. And 20 minutes is just a little bit too long for a carousel. I mean, if you've got kids, then 20 minutes could still be fine. But for me, I only joined it because I knew it would be short. I didn't think it would be this short, but still, walk on, 5-10 minutes, absolutely fine. And just like that, I am on my horse. There you go, this is what he looks like. Excited. I love this ride because I love Fantasyland in Disneyland Paris. It looks so beautiful, and obviously with the music that they play on the attraction as well, it's a classic. Who doesn't love a carousel? And the views you get are pretty magical too. Hi! Thank you. Shout out to that cast member, bless her. People just need to listen to the rules. I don't understand. People have been standing, obviously that's why they've had to stop the ride momentarily. But they did give a couple of announcements beforehand. You wouldn't have heard them because there would have been music on them. And people still, I guess, just don't listen. What can you do about it? Okay, looks like we're moving again. Again, huge shout out to the cast members. They do a fantastic job. I'm sure it's not easy, but they do a wonderful job of keeping everyone safe at the end of the day. The main reason that you shouldn't be standing is so that you're safe. But look at the castle. So beautiful. And they're playing Colors of the Wind now. That's one of my favorites in the loop of this carousel. Ah, so good. Ah, look at the castle. It looks so beautiful. It's getting closer to 6 p.m. now, and I've actually got a reservation somewhere. I want to see if you guys can guess, so leave a comment down below and see if you can guess. It's a restaurant that so many of you have been wanting me to go back to. I did a review of it back in 2022, so a couple of years ago was the last time I fully filmed it, and you guys wanted an updated review. And so yeah, I am going to be heading to that dining reservation very soon. Probably most of you can guess actually, just based on where I'm currently standing in Central Plaza by the castle. There aren't very many restaurants, especially sit-down ones nearby at the moment. But that's going to be in a separate video, so if you're interested to know what restaurant I'm dining at tonight, if you want to know if your guess was correct, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's free to do so, and you can also put the little notification bell on as well so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. I'm very excited though, I have to say, I'm very excited. It's been a while since I was at that restaurant, and I feel like my ears are going to be appreciated. Hopefully, we'll see. Again, all of that's going to be a separate video. I'm not going to end the vlog yet though, because I also want to check out some of the new merchandise that was released not so long ago. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Well, it's a few hours later. In actual fact, it's currently about 20 minutes past 9 p.m. and the park closes at 10 p.m. So only about 40 minutes to go until the park closes. But I'm on Main Street again, and the shop I want to take you to is Main Street Motors. I can't say it. Main Street Motors. Anyway, it's a shop that has all the clothes, and I'm excited to show you and actually have a look at myself because I haven't seen it in person. Something new they've just released. Let's head in. There you go. So yeah, as you can see, this shop is known for selling loads of clothes. If you're looking for the latest Spirit jersey, hats, jumpers, ears, I guess fashion, if you will, then this is a place to come on Main Street, USA. Even like trousers. This is quite out there. And yeah, these fluffy fleece hoodies as well. There's a Mickey one. That's nice. I've not seen this before. It says Disneyland Paris embroidered on the sleeve, and the price for this, 60 euros. It's not even too bad. This is also a new Spirit jersey that has recently been released here in Disneyland Paris. I'm not sure of the color myself. I do like the sparkles though on the bottom. You've got the D for Disneyland Paris on the front, and then Disneyland Paris. Oh, I like what they've done with the castle. Very nice in gold. Price wise, I'm going to guess it's going to be 80 euros, but let's have a look. Oh yeah, exactly 80 euros. And with that, you can also get these ears, these golden ears, which I like the hidden Mickeys in them. Very nice, as well as a lounge fly as well. So there you go. That's the latest set of Spirit jerseys and lounge flies. However, this over here, these jackets were released not so long ago. I want to say maybe just about a week or so ago, and I adore them. I've seen most of them online. I'm excited to check them out now. They are nice and soft, quite thick actually as well. And I love how they've got Minnie just like attached to them. Minnie looks adorable. You've got Minnie's hand here, another little Minnie detail here as well, a bow, a few different details on the sleeves too. Both of the sleeves actually, look. You've got Minnie's glove on the left-hand side sleeve. And yeah, these I feel like have been popular ever since people saw photos of them online, and I don't think Disneyland Paris is the only place that sells them. I think you can probably also find them online, I'm not sure. However, they are 100 euros. That's right, 100 euros, and you can see the Mickey one over here too. Very similar vibe, just obviously a different color, and instead of Minnie Mouse, you've got Mickey here, and then again, some little Mickey details here. I think personally I prefer the red one. I don't know, I'd love to hear your opinions down below, but 100 euros is still something that I'm thinking about. I fell in love as soon as I saw them online. Now I've seen them in person. I still like them. I might try them on at some point in the next couple of days and see if I definitely want to spend. Well, with my discount, I'll probably get it down to about 82 euros, but still, it's a lot of money, but it's adorable. And I feel like, especially with my headband right now, like low-key kind of want both. But yeah, for now, I think I'm going to have to leave them, sleep on them, see which one I decide to go for, because I'm definitely only going to go for one. But I would love to hear your comments again down below. Which of these would you go for, and do you think you would pay 100 euros for them? I think the Minnie one is adorable. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, by the way, and follow me on Instagram if you want to see me wear one of them and see if I end up buying either of them. Like I said, only one. With that being said though, I have now left the Main Street Motors shop, and people have taken their spots ready for the drone show and the fireworks show. Illumination starting in the next 20 minutes. I have to say I'm so excited for the new nighttime show coming to Disneyland Paris in January of 2025. Because Illuminations, as most of you probably know, has never been one of my favorites, and the main reason for that is the show was never made for Disneyland Paris specifically, like it wasn't made for the castle. It was a replica of Shanghai Disneyland's original nighttime show, and they brought it over here, they changed a little bit. So yeah, I'm excited for a new nighttime show coming very, very soon. But with that being said, it is crowded. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining me today in Disneyland Paris. Huge shout out to my lovely Patreon members and my YouTube members as well. You guys are amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, like I said, subscribe for more videos, and I'm gonna love you and leave you and see you in the next one. Bye bye.